Hello and welcome to another House of Wisdom lightest and best video, and today I've been putting this one off for a long time, but I needed to get around to it. We're going to be reviewing the Spyderco Ladybug. Spyderco is one of the oldest manufacturers of modern knives and is based in Golden, Colorado. This particular knife is made in Japan. The Ladybug is one of Spyderco's smallest and lightest knives. It's made in Seki City, Japan. The smallest knife of Spyderco lineup that I'm aware of is the Bug, which is 2 7/8 inches long and weighs 0.4 ounces. This one is almost 2 inches longer and only weighs 0.6 ounces. This is probably my most used knives, and I use it for opening mail and packages. I don't mind getting it sticky with tape, and I have great control over the edge because it's so small. Some things men never ask themselves is, do you really need a long blade? What are you doing with your blade? I'm going to put up an example of what surgeons use in the operating room. This is a number 10 blade scalpel, and they can go anywhere with this in the body. They cut open any orifice, and that's what they use. And that blade is about half the size of this blade. So what are you using it for? Do you need to open mail? Do you need to open a package? This is completely adequate. We'll talk about its specifications. The blade length is 1.94 inches. The handle length is 2.44 inches, giving a total knife length of 4.375 inches. The weight of the knife is only 0.6 ounces. I have some other Spyderco knives for comparison. First, we're going to look at the Dragonfly, which you know is one of my favorite knives ever, and then the Delica, the big brother. The stylistic comparisons I want to make out are that the Ladybug has the same style blade handle interface as the Delica, meaning that it doesn't have the 50-50 forward choil. The Dragonfly has the 50-50 forward choil, so it takes a small knife and makes it into a 4-finger grip. The Ladybug is not a 4-finger grip, it's a 3-finger grip, but I want you to compare the cutting lengths of the blade. I'll line them up here. As you can see, the Dragonfly and the Ladybug have almost identical cutting lengths of the blade, so this blade is small but mighty. The method of deployment by the knife is by the spider hole. The blade on this one is made out of H1 steel, which is one of the most rust corrosion resistant steels made. It's also available in the normal VG10, but you can also get it in a high-end steel of ZDP 189. The blade is a leaf-shaped blade with a saber grind. The handle is made of FRN, which stands for fiberglass reinforced nylon. It's an integral one-piece handle. It has a line here, but that isn't from two different handle scales. That's just a line where the mold came together. It's held together only by 2 screws. This screw holds the lock mechanism, and this screw is for the pivot of the knife. The handle employs a hole you can use either for a lanyard or a keychain. The pivot, actually there is no real pivot, just a screw. The blade rotates directly against the nylon handle. The pivot runs dry without any lubrication. But because it's so easy, you can put your finger there and then close it and open it really easily. And the ergonomics are very good. It has a 3-finger grip, as I've mentioned, your index finger, your 3rd finger, and then your 4th finger. And then you have a place with a little bit of jimping so that you have a thumb ramp. So you have very good control if you need to take a splinter out of your finger or do close work with this. This is a knife that you have complete control over. The lock on the knife is a back lock. It has the buoy detent. The buoy detent is designed so that if you grip the knife, there's not something sticking up at a high point that you might potentially break the lock. It dips in so that you won't accidentally break the lock. You have to intentionally push this to break the lock. The action on the knife is smooth, but you can't really flick it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can flick it, but you go pretty much through the motion of the knife. The signage on the knife is minimal. On the show side, it has the steel designation, which is H1, and the maker, which is Spyderco. On the handle, it has the Spyderco maker's mark. And then on the other side, the screw side, it has the city of origin, which is Seki City, Japan. The cost of the knife is minimal. For the regular VG10 style, as of 2018, it costs $39. For the higher grades rust-proof steel, the H1 steel is $45, and the highest end steel, ZDP 189, it's $189. Excuse me, it's $49. So what are my impressions about the Spyderco Ladybug? I really like it. As I've mentioned to you, this is one of my most used knives as far as everyday use. Are there opportunities for improvement? One of the things I think about this knife is that you just have to accept it for what it is. It's a keychain knife and you throw it in your pocket. Would it be better if it were like the Dragonfly and had a pocket clip? You would have to get a pretty small loop over pocket clip. It just actually may get in the way. One thing that they could do is attach a wire clip and then give you the alternative of taking it off, but I just like it for its simplicity, and really this bouncing around at the bottom of your pocket with your keys is not going to get in anybody's way. The other thing is just a distinctiveness about the knife. It's got a 3-finger grip, and a lot of guys are going to want that 4th finger so that they can get a little more traction and power with it. This is not a powerful knife. This is just meant for opening letters and packages and doing light work, but for what it is, it's an excellent knife. So what do I like about it? I like it that it's small, it's light, and it's simple. At 0.6 ounces, it's hard to find anything that's functional that is smaller. You can look at the bug. To me, the bug at 0.4 ounces and almost a full 2 inches smaller than this is just not functional. It's easy to open because it's so small. You can just open it, and then it's easy to close. If you get into some of the larger knives with the back lock, like the Delica, I close it, I bend the blade, and then I have to reposition my hands to close it. This one is easy. I can just open it and then close it easily with one hand. It's a joy to work with. And it's so small, it's not going to scare anybody when you take it out of your pocket any more than if you were taking a letter opener out of your pocket. It's just a cute little knife. So in summary, the Spyderco Ladybug is a very small, light keychain knife. It's well made, it's affordable, comes in a variety of steels. I think everybody should own one of these things. It's really handy just to throw in your pocket when you have some shorts on and you're going to the lake or to the beach. Let me know in the comments section what you think about it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next House of Wisdom Lightest and Best Knife Review video.